Well, praise Jesus today, everyone. Some time ago, President Trump, the former president, made a comment about saying that he sure hopes that the U.S. does not find them, on some planet or find them somewhere, because we can know that if we did find aliens, giving our money to them also, undoubtedly. Our country is quick to give money to all sorts of evil things. But we as individuals also are quick to give ourselves over to evil things if we're not careful. As soon as you give asylum to something in your heart, it becomes extremely difficult to get out. As soon as you're giving financial aid to that, you're giving your money, your time to that, it becomes very difficult to then eject those things out of your life, to cast them out. It's much easier to accept something into your life than to cast it out. That's why we have so many people that are demon possessed and so few people that are able to cast these demons out. One thing that maybe you have thought of before is just the severity of what it would mean if these demons started to manifest physically so that everyone could see them. People talk about these UFOs and they talk about these aliens, but it's not just totally science fiction now or out of the realm to think about this. What if these demons started to manifest in a way where they were given some sort of asylum in our country? They were given some sort of citizenship. Now, we as Christians know that there is one specific demon for each and every sin. And then they have subdemons below that. They have a whole hierarchy. So there's a demon over lust. There's then under lust, one for pornography, one for, pedophilia, and all these other demons that are more and more wicked. And the lower down demons that are more mutated and evil looking, the more and more animalistic they look, the more mutated and ugly they are. And the higher they are up on the level of their hierarchy, the more beautiful they look. They look more like an archangel. They look more like an angel of light, right? So if these demons were somehow able to manifest in the physical realm, and like how Trump made a statement about how if we were giving them money, this would be crazy, because we would be giving asylum, or we would be giving a place of security to a sin, to some kind of perversion, whether it is a sexual perversion, whether it is, like molestation, whether it is greed, hate, whatever the demon's name is that they have changed to a different name. Now we'd be securing that demon, saying you have citizenship in our country, we will give you financial aid, we will protect you, and if anyone speaks evil against you, then they're a racist, because we see you as a race and as a nation and as an individual. Guys, this doesn't have to happen physically. It's already happening spiritually. In other words, there doesn't have to be a physical manifestation of a demon and a physical government such as the United States to give a citizenship to a demon. That maybe is science fiction. Maybe that could possibly happen. I don't know. But the reality is that doesn't have to happen, and it already is happening spiritually today. Let me explain. If someone is a pervert, say they are a pedophile, for the longest standing time, that has been illegal. All it would take is an act of, a new political bill, some pervert to be higher up, and all they'd have to do is sign it and make it illegal to speak against pedophilia, and then suddenly you can't speak up against pedophiles, otherwise you're a racist. All it takes is someone in a high political area to sanctify it, to give it a place of, an area that is secure. And then suddenly you can't speak against these sins. We're already to a point that if you speak up too much against homosexuality, transgender, gay marriage, if you just speak up for what you believe in as a Christian, they're going to cast you out. In a lot of cases, people have been thrown into jail. They've lost their jobs just for standing up against sin. Because what is happening is these demons are becoming citizens. And so no longer are people saying, this is a demon. They're saying, this is a person that deserves immunity. They deserve equal respect. Guys, these things are demons. And our government is trying to make these demons into citizens so that you can no longer rebuke and speak evil against sin. As Christians, we have to be able to cast demons out. Otherwise, we won't be inhabited by the Holy Spirit. If we can't cast devils out and keep our heart clean and our mind clean and our tongue clean, then Satan will enter into us. We will be casting out the Holy Spirit from us, and these demons of lust, hatred, sexual perversion, all of these things are going to enter us, and we will have no ability to live righteously. This is exactly what the devil wants. The devil wants asylum. He wants a place of sanctuary in your heart. He wants to live in you and dwell in you and possess you. And a lot of people, including Christians, are possessed by Satan today. And it's near impossible for them to cast these demons out because these demons have made themselves a personality in them. They've made themselves a living being inside these people's flesh. They can't get rid of these demons. And the governments of the world, the principalities of the world, are in cahoots with the principalities of evil. And Satan is working to get his demons immunity within the governments of the world. That is what is happening spiritually right now. I see these demons who once were hiding in the closets, that were despicable enough that no one wanted to speak about them, and now these demons are coming out of the closet and they're looking to find citizenship. They're looking to be called human beings. They're taking on flesh, and when they are given citizenship and when they're given a body, it's going to be impossible for you to speak up against sin without consequences. When things like this have happened in the past, Christians have been beheaded, they've been burned at the stake, they've been killed. Guys, for being a Christian, we're looking at really serious times if we want to continue to follow Jesus Christ and keep these demons out. And there's going to be a huge separation between the sheep and the goats, the wheat and the tares, the children of God and the children of the world. And will we be refined in this fire? Will we go through the refiner's fire and come out refined? Will we come out purged and clean? Or will we be burnt up like all the rest of the chaff and the stubble because we had no foundation to our faith? We weren't really on the rock of Jesus Christ. Remember, guys, Jesus is in the fire. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego stood up for what was right. They were thrown into the fire. And when Nebuchadnezzar looked into the fire, he said, didn't we throw 3 men in? But I see a 4th, and that 4th man looks like the Son of God or the Son of the gods. And he called Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to come out of the fire, and they came out of the fire without smelling like fire. They had been with the Son of God. And that is what we are going to do as Christians. We are going to go through the refiner's fire, but we know from what Jesus said in the end times, will he find faith on the earth when he returns? Most Christians lack true love because iniquity is increasing and abounding. Few Christians are standing up for what is right. They're scared to walk the straight and narrow path for what the beast will do to them. They're scared of their family. They're scared of what's happening politically. And most people just shut up and they stop talking because they fear the beast system. But we, as disciples of Jesus, are not called to be cowards or to just go hide in a corner. We're called to be lights. We're called to be fighting the good fight. We're called to engage in this war of Armageddon and to fight against these demons. Will we stand up and continue to cast these demons out, even if they're given residency, even if they're given citizenship? Will we continue to cast out these demons of lust, of hatred? Will we continue to have true love in us for Jesus Christ and our fellow brothers and sisters in the Lord? Or will we fall into this false sort of love that the world has, that loves worldliness, that says you have to love both perversion and everything else in the world in order to be a good citizen? Will we believe that kind of garbage, or will we hold fast to our faith in Jesus Christ and what we know the prophets spoke in the Bible about holiness and righteousness? Will we stand up for what we believe in Jesus and live by his words, or will we fall into the trap of the devil? I hope that you have your feet on the rock of Jesus Christ, because everything in this world is going to be shaken. Again and again, it will be shaken. And everything will be shaken except that which is unshakable, which is the foundation, the cornerstone. So are your feet grounded on that cornerstone? Or are you on the wishy-washy ground? Are you on the sand that when the waters, the floods come, everything that you built will be all washed away and all become nothing? I hope that your faith is genuine, and I hope that you really are being led by Jesus and not by, what the pastors are saying, what the modern day prophets are saying. I hope that you're really being led by Jesus, by the guidance of his Holy Spirit, such as we read in John chapter 14 through 16.